Well, after all those technical difficulties, we finally got it figured out and we jumped onto Zoom. So we are going to record our Zoom meeting and post it in the Facebook group. So I truly apologize for the inconvenience. I really, truly appreciate your patience and understanding. Tonight, we've got Kim McClure. She's your image transformation diva and founder of KBM Image Consulting. As an image consultant specializing in women over 40, Kim empowers you to reclaim your style and visibility. Through workshops, webinars, and personalized virtual style packages, she teaches you how to dress for success, mastering body language, and leveraging the power of the 7-second impression. So if you want to jump into the life that you want with Kim and you want to do that, to embrace the confident, strong, dynamic woman that you are. When she's not transforming lives, Kim enjoys traveling to beach destinations just like me. She indulges in a good book, plays the piano, and stays ahead of the latest fashion trends, unlike me, and she makes them wearable for women over 40. So welcome. Thank you so much, Kim, for working with me with all these technical difficulties.
Oh, girlfriend, it's since Facebook made their little changes, we've all been through it. So it's no big deal. But thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be on here tonight. So
I'm so excited to have you. So let's dive right in because I always like to be respectful of everybody's time. And I want to ask you, how does understanding your style, personality, impact the way that you dress over and after 50?
well, I teach two things, and I think we've talked about this, Kim, I teach body shape and I teach knowing your style personality, because when you know that, and I think there is probably no better time to hone in on it than after 40 or 50, when we start coming into our own and where we start embracing who we are. So, but knowing your style personality is things like knowing if you are like, you would be a natural, relaxed kind of style personality. All right.
Very much so.
Yeah. And I'm more of the classy, elegant. I go with more like the Audrey Hepburn, Kate Middleton, that kind of style. That's my style.
And I so wish I was like that, but I just don't have that gene in me.
But you know what? I've always wanted to be like the dramatic, expressive boho type. And when I wear those styles, because it's not me, I look like a total dork. And I think it's probably more the feeling from the inside out, because I'm not comfortable, because it's not me.
Right.
And if you tried to dress like I dress, it would totally probably mess up your mojo with getting your clients attracted to you and knowing who you are. And so it's really important that you know that. You've got to know, like what your clothing should feel like, what you want it to feel like, the structured look that you want, that kind of thing. So
yeah, I'm more about just comfort and simplicity.
yeah. And a lot of women are, and that's totally cool.
So, what are the first steps to identifying one's body type and style personality?
Well, the body type is the freebie that we're going to put in the link down below so that you can go in and get it. It's on my website, kimdmcclure.com, and you can just go in and download the body guide. And then you just need a tape measure to go in and literally measure your body. And the neat thing about knowing your body type is you can be a part of one and a part of the other. But for the most part, your body type won't change because it's based on bone structure. Now, sometimes, granted, we have a little fat around our bone structure, which might make it a little bit change. But it's once you know it, you can literally save time, save money, and save frustration by pulling out the things that are best for you. Like when you shop, you know that look on the mannequin is not made for your body type, unless you're that shaped like a mannequin. But when you know that, then you're like, okay, that dress is not going to look good on me because it's high-waisted or low-waisted or has a square neckline or whatever.
And then the colors too, right?
I'm sorry?
Even colors play into it also, right?
Oh yeah. And that is something I was going to bring up tonight. But the other fun part about finding your style personality is I teach my people to go into Pinterest and, of course, set a timer, because I don't know about you, but you can get down a rabbit hole on Pinterest. But look at some styles on women and figure out what you like. And do it like a collage of them, okay, for black, or put it in Canva or put it on your phone, whatever. And then sit and look at those outfits and decide, what is it that I like about this? Is it the color? Is it the style? Is it the way it flows? And then go into your closet and see what you could pull out, top, bottom, to make it look like that picture that you've already pulled off of Pinterest. And so it's also a tool that I offer my clients. It's part of my 2-hour image package where we go down and figure out all the things that you need. But yeah, color plays a whole lot into it. And it's funny because I'm dressed in black, which normally I am never dressed in black.
Yeah, you're always so
And
bright.
so I know.
Uh-huh.
So I brought a little scarf, and I just wanted to show you just the power of that color around my neck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it brightens me
Oh,
because
it
orange is
changes.
my color.
Yeah.
And so when you know your color, and I have always believed that women predominantly know whether they're warm or they're cool. And a good way to know that is, do you prefer silver jewelry or gold jewelry? Or do you like rose gold? So knowing, there's just little questions that you can ask. I even have a style personality quiz that we do, but colors are so based on when you hold, okay, for example, this is a perfect example. Have you ever, Kim, gotten dressed in the morning and you look in the mirror and you think, I don't feel tired. Why do I look tired? Man, I
Yeah.
look tired today.
Yeah.
Chances are you're in the wrong color. Because what happens is when you're in the wrong color, your under eye circles are going to look darker. Your chin is not going to have a definition, and your wrinkles are going to look more pronounced.
We don't want that.
No, we don't want that at all. So
Yeah.
when you know your right colors, it just brings everything out. And so that I think is a great example. And we've all had those mornings when we look in the mirror and we think, or people will say to us, "Are you feeling okay?"
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, and that's what happens
You
if I
look
wear
tired.
gray. Yeah, if I wear
Yeah.
gray and nothing near my face with color, people are like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? So,
Yeah. Yeah. What's the
but
problem? So it's all based on the color and having it suit your tones,
yeah,
on your skin.
absolutely.
So could you give examples of how dressing your body type can transform your confidence?
Yes. And I think as women, we know when we put on an outfit and we feel like $1,000,000. For instance, when I go to a networking group that I may not know anyone, and I know that these are top professionals and I really want to make a first impression. And it's funny, we used to have 7 seconds to make a first impression,
Mm-hmm.
but because we now have the attention span of a goldfish,
That.
we have about 3 to 5 seconds. I mean, it's just crazy. So I wear something that I feel totally confident in. And my personality is that I want people to notice something that can start a conversation. So it might be my earrings. I always wear big earrings. It might be the color that I'm wearing, or the shoes that I'm wearing, or the purse that I'm carrying. So it allows people to come up and say something to you. And then
Mm-hmm.
when they do that, then you can start off with, well, Kim,
Yeah.
I so appreciate you saying that. Tell me about you. What do you do?
Yeah.
And of course, we know when you get somebody talking about themselves, you're a wonderful
Conversation goes
person.
on forever. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
They
And
go
this
around
is,
going, she was such a wonderful person to meet. Did you meet her? She just,
yeah. And this could be like at parties, it doesn't necessarily, just somewhere where you're meeting new people and
absolutely.
great way to open up a conversation. Yeah, that's great. And I do feel like when you're comfortable in your clothes and you feel like you look good, that's when the confidence shows,
Right.
whether it is in a pair of gym shoes or high heels or,
Mhm.
skinny jeans or whatever. You really just need to feel comfortable so that you're confident.
Exactly. Exactly. And a woman can be dressed and make a difference in a pair of jeans, a t-shirt, and a pair of tennis shoes. It's adding those little extras, like putting on a pair of earrings or putting on a lipstick or a lip gloss, or um, putting a necklace with it. And it can even be just a necklace that you wear all the time, or adding a jean jacket. and making your tennis shoes not just running shoes, but something cute. So
Yeah. So would you say that's ways that people can adapt to the latest fashion trends to suit their body type and style personality is by doing these things that you just talked about?
absolutely. And I think it's so important to remember your style personality because the fashion industry is out there to sell us clothes. And that's why we keep buying. And we don't need to do that. We need to take what we have. And like every season, there's usually something that I fall in love with. I know last spring it was the puffy sleeves. So I went and bought myself one top that had the super puffy sleeves, and I love it. I love it. Even now, I wear it. And so I knew that that would be a good look on me. So you've got to know what's a good look on you and then take that fashion trend and turn it to what fits your body.
Mhm. So I was going to ask you about how color plays in, but I think we've pretty much tapped into that one.
Uh-huh.
So can you share a success story of someone who has changed and how they dress after understanding their body type and style personality?
I'd love to. This is exactly how my business began almost 3 years ago. I've always been in the fashion industry. I mean, in the cosmetic industry and dressing. And I've always dressed my friends. It's like they would come to me. They're like, "I've got this thing. Can you dress me?"
Help
Absolutely.
me.
So this girlfriend is actually, she was a t-shirt and jeans girl, and I'm talking like tomboy, didn't wear makeup, didn't, nothing. And so, which is totally cool. That's the joy of it. We're all different personalities.
Yeah.
But she was going to speak on the John Maxwell stage, which is a huge deal. And
Yeah.
she's a very, very, very brilliant coach. But she said, I can't go up there in jeans and tennis shoes. I'm not going to be, attract the client that I want. And I'm like, well, let's figure it out. So I already knew her personality. So we went shopping, and it was so much fun because we chose outfits that were professional, but not like over the top. It wouldn't have been anything I would have worn, but it
Right.
was perfect for her. And what actually happened is because she was so comfortable in it, we chose, the jewelry, the shoes, everything. And she was so comfortable in it when she went back to look at the sales that she had made from her presentation that she did, it was almost increased by 30%. So that's the part that image can really play in your business. And
Yeah. Comfortable.
one thing I love doing is photo shoots, helping women style themselves so that what their photo shoot says is who they are.
Yeah, absolutely. And even for women who are or career women, that are whether they're an attorney or, a
Mhm.
CPA or whatever the case may be,
Right.
just for success and not allow the menopause phase of life hinder your ability to feel beautiful and confident. That's
Absolutely.
that's huge. Yeah. So what are your top tips for shopping for clothes that flatter your body type as you
No,
age?
my first one is know when the sales are and know what the good sales are. And that again is one of the things that I offer in my membership is I teach when to shop and how to shop. But when you know your measurements, Kim, you can go into a site online, and the majority of really good stores have the measurements of the product. And so you can look and you'll know, what the inseam is in the pants or how it fits. It'll show a 5'5" model, and maybe you're 5'8". So you know that the dress is going to be a little shorter on you because she's shorter than you are. So knowing again the body type, you know what ones to look at. For instance, I used to be a huge White House Black Market fan. I
Mhm.
wore their clothes like until I was probably 55. And then suddenly I was like, I want more color in my life. I want
Yeah.
people to know how fun I am. And
Mhm.
so now I shop a lot of Nordstrom Rack, Chico's, and believe it or not, Old Navy, because I know what things like, for instance, I go into, instead of going into sheath dresses like I used to, which were pretty fitted when I worked in a professional office or went to professional networkings, I would wear the sheath dresses. Well, now I still wear a dress or something, but I will wear an A-line dress because that way it hides any menopausal belly I may have, or an A-line or things like that, so that it, because fashion is all about illusion. I mean, it's almost like magic.
Yeah.
And when you know your body type and you know what clothes to wear for it, you can create an illusion and make yourself look thinner and taller. It's it's just so much
All
fun.
the tricks. Yeah. So it sounds like the body type is the defining factor of how you can dress for success and confidence. So how can women over 50 balance comfort and style when dressing for their body type and embracing their style personality?
I think that knowing what you're comfortable in, what kind of textures do you like around your body? Do you like silk? Do you like cotton? Do you like spandex? Do you like lycra? What do you want to feel around your body? Do you prefer elastic waist pants, but you don't ever want anybody to know you're wearing elastic waist pants? Then when you know that, then you can shop for that. And like, for instance, I never, rarely, I should say, buy pants with zippers in the front. I try to always get them on the side because my place that I want to de-emphasize is my belly. And so I usually don't get pockets in my pants, or if I do, I have them taken out or zip or sewn up, because again, that adds weight to that area and I don't want that.
Well,
So
that's
I think just
interesting.
knowing.
Yeah. And I think that's going to be common. I mean, not for every menopausal woman, but for the majority of menopausal women, I believe that that tends to be an area of concern and where it's an area of frustration. And so that's why I wanted you to come on to share with women, what they can be doing as we are aging and our menopausal middle is not where we want it to be. And we're working towards maybe trying to get it where we want it to be, which that's where I come into play to help them with.
Right.
But what they can be doing. So like getting pants without pockets, that I've never heard of. Getting pants without zippers, again, I never, that would be not anything that I would have even considered or thought of. What about like belts? Like, do you not like, would you not recommend because it brings more attention to the area, or is there a
It
trick
it
to?
depends on your body type. If you are a straight, a belt is going to be great, even if you have a menopausal belly, because you need on a straight, you need to bring it in the middle. And so a belt is going to do that. I can wear belts, but my belts need to be more loose and at an angle so that again, it doesn't attract my belly. It's like with the t-shirt. One of my most fun tricks for women to do is take a long shirt that has a hem and begin put it, make sure it comes below your hips and begin turning it up an inch at a time. And every time you turn it up an inch, watch your hips. And there will be a point when you turn it up where you'll go, oh, just got thinner.
Hmm.
It's the coolest thing. And so it is all about knowing that and
But what
knowing
do
the
you do with
necklines.
that once you roll it up? Are you tying it in a knot at that level, or are you tucking it in at that? Like,
Well, you're going to find that spot and then you'll begin working with ways to. I have a quarter trick that I use of putting a quarter with a rubber band on it to pull it up. You can tie it.
I saw
You
that.
can use large bracelets instead of the
Mhm.
quarter if you want. That's a really cool way to draw attention away from the belly. But then you'll start looking for shirts that length because, like for instance, I am short waisted, so I am best if I'm going to get a shirt that I want to hang it as perfect length for me. I go into the petites, which I am not petite at all. I'm 5'7", so there's nothing petite about me. But if I get a petite shirt and it's not long sleeve, I can't get a long sleeve. Obviously, shirt sleeves would be too short. But if it's a short sleeve, I can get a petite. Then I don't have to hem it or tape it up or anything like that.
Gotcha. So can you give us one more tip for us menopausal women who do have concerns and our midsection isn't quite where we want it to be at?
Absolutely. Wearing shirts that come out a little over the belly or even have a tie up at the belly, but it hangs below the belly, but not. So it's got to go right past that belly, but not too far, because if you have large hips, then that's going to draw attention to the hips. But wearing the tops that have an angle at them, because the eye is going to go down then instead of straight to the front.
Mhm.
Making sure that your necklaces are above, like because of my belly, I wear my necklaces at right below my bra strap or bra, the ending of my bra, or up on in between the bra. So being aware, the main thing is look at yourself in the mirror and see where your eye automatically goes.
Okay.
And then take the attraction away from that. Make sure your jackets don't fit right at your belly. Make sure that the curves that you're doing don't go wham right there in your belly. They need to be above or below. So yeah, there's lots of ways.
Well, thank you. I am so appreciative of you doing this for our audience. I wanted to address, the fact that Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday and wanted to gift them. And I just thought, what a perfect way then to share your expertise with women, whether you're retired or a career woman or a stay-at-home mom. You always want to look and feel your best.
Absolutely.
And why not take advantage of these amazing tips that Kim just shared with us? Now, I understand you do also have a gift for our audience, a little
I
free.
do. I do. It is the key to understanding your body type, which is a form that you will go in and actually do measurements. You might want to get a girlfriend, you and girlfriend do it together. But once you get these measurements, it is amazing the difference it's going to make in your life. And it's really going to help you choose the clothes in your closet that really work for you and those that don't. So, and they will just simply they can either go to kimdmcclure.com and click on resources, and we'll also put the link below.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So it's maybe even perfect timing for them all with it being spring. They could do some spring cleaning and clear out some of their closets with things that they've
Absolutely.
come to realize aren't serving
And
their
follow
body.
me. I give tips all the time, all
I
the
know
time.
you've got great, great information that you do
Thank
often.
you.
Yes, I love watching you.
Thanks. Well, thank you for having me, Kim. I so appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for saying yes. I appreciate you. And happy Mother's Day to all, whether you are a mama of a fur baby or toddlers or teenagers or college age kids, or maybe even just a mom mentor or a stepmother. Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day.